donations under this special program. For years, he believed the matter was forgotten, even after Salinas was arrested some time later for medical malpractice. But 6 months ago, a private investigator knocked on his door with copies of secret files that revealed a far more sinister truth. Salinas wasn't conducting a passive study. He was conducting a large-scale social engineering experiment. The doctor had tracked Rodrigo's children and deliberately placed them in the same schools and social circles to document what happened when biological siblings unknowingly met. Rodrigo discovered with horror that his donations had resulted in 7 children living within a 20-kilometer radius. Among the photos the researchers showed him, he immediately recognized Daniel Herrera. The young man had been at family gatherings, shared Christmas dinners, and last summer had even gone on vacation with them as Valentina's boyfriend. Rodrigo confessed that he had lived the last few months in a personal hell, watching his own biological son fall in love with his niece. Trapped by the legal immunity offered to him in exchange for his silence while the investigation into Salinas' legacy continued. Guilt gnawed at him as he watched the young couple plan a future together, knowing that every kiss was a genetic transgression orchestrated by a psychopath in a white coat. Just when the tension seemed to have reached its breaking point, a second detective entered the room, a tablet in hand and his face pale. The investigation had just taken an even darker turn. Addressing Miguel's wife, Cristina, he asked her which hospital she had used to give birth to Valentina 14 years earlier. Upon confirming it was South General Hospital, the detective turned the screen to reveal a new finding. A woman who had given birth on the same day as Cristina had recently reported being told her son had died from complications during childbirth, but she was never allowed to see his body. Following the news of the Salinas scandal, this woman took a DNA test and discovered she had a 14-year-old biological daughter living in the city, attending the same school as Valentina. Preliminary records suggested that Dr. Salinas not only experimented with donations, but also swapped babies in hospital cribs to fulfill the variables of his twisted experiment. The suspicion that Valentina Martínez was not actually Miguel and Cristina's biological daughter, but rather part of an orchestrated exchange to pit her against her biological half-brother, Daniel, left the family in a state of utter shock. The detective recommended the immediate separation of the young people and intensive therapy for everyone involved. Salinas' experiment had achieved its goal, to create a web of human connections so complex and forbidden that the truth alone was capable of destroying 3 families in one fell swoop. As the agents prepared to conduct a definitive DNA test, Miguel looked at his brother Rodrigo, realizing that the blood that bound them was now the poison threatening to dissolve his existence. The story of the Martínez and Herrera families was not only a family tragedy, but a testament to the lengths to which a man's ambition can go to play God with the lives of others.